do we see much from the G7 this time?
Now, I think one of the interesting things here is that this term de-risking, which has come out of it seems to be largely targeted towards China. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of the countries are also thinking about the risk that they have in terms of their exposure to the United States. This includes the security trap that a lot of them find themselves in with the U.S. But also, we had countries like Indonesia, which is a non-G7 member that was invited, India, which was invited. All of these countries are exploring ways to insulate themselves from U.S. control of the global financial system. So it's not just countries that are looking to think about how they can de-risk themselves vis-a-vis China, but also how they can de-risk themselves vis-a-vis the United States. And so I think this is the broader reason why we're not seeing these types of economic accords, even within the G7 members. They're all very concerned about the U.S. economy. The U.S. economy may tip into a recession this year and may drag the rest of the world down with it. And so if that's the case, then these countries are going to be even more dependent on their access to the China market in order to sustain themselves.
But moreover, in the larger picture, Japan is in a very unfavorable situation right now, because if I were Japanese leaders, I would not put myself in a situation against both major powers in the region. It's a nightmare for Japan to be a kind of against both China and Russia. That is a very bad situation. So geopolitically speaking, actually Japan is cornered. And on the one hand, it cannot escape from United States control, despite all those efforts of normalization of nationhood. On the other hand, it has cornered itself, become a kind of opponent or enemy of both Russia and China in the region. So I think Japan is in a kind of desperate situation. That's why it has nowhere to go, just like Professor Mahoney said, but it has to bank on the United States. In other words, has to let the United States control Japan more, rather than Japan work towards a kind of national normalization of its statehood. It's very ironic situation for the Japanese.